Hello, Biker Trash here. I'm here for the second review I'm doing, and that is for Cybertron Wing Saber. Alright, Cybertron Wing Saber. Nice little figure. I like him a lot better than I liked his Energon counterpart. Some sort of futuristic white jet. The back section kind of reminds me of a Warthog with the two high motors, two high turbines. The back section reminds me of an A-10 Warthog because of the high motors. That's about the only thing on the plane that looks like it, but that's just me. The front canopy is very wedge-shaped, kind of blunt. It's different. A lot of weaponry underneath the bottom. You have what looks like a pair of Gatling guns, some rocket pods, missile launchers, and two firing missiles, one on each side. The Cyber key power activates right here, and the sides of the fuselage pop open, and you have kind of some techie looking stuff underneath. You have an intake right there. You have a button on top that activates a light and sound feature. As long as you hold the button down, you have a machine gun sound. I don't know if y'all can hear it, so I'm just going to move it a little bit closer. The first part is to take his legs and pop them off of the tail section right here. Then the tail section rotates up. The hips swing forward, the whole assembly. You can straighten the legs out, and then they have to rotate. Fold the feet, fold the feet out flat, and he will stand up like that. You know, if you need to set him down, take a break or whatever. The front part of his plane mode comes back around, then it twists and folds flat against his back like that. They do not have a way to peg it to stay still though. His head, you see it right there, just pull on that little tab. His head folds up, fold down his forearms, and you see his hands are the chain guns, the mini guns. They have a tab in the center. You pull it back, one barrel disappears completely. Then one shortens for a thumb, and you have 4 fingers the same length. On the plane mode, the ailerons are opposable, but they disconnect from right there. Underneath the tail section right here, one of the first parts we folded up, they have the... Once you get them out, you can take and stick the ailerons in there. Now, with the way his hands are made, he can't hold his weapons conventionally. He has on the side of his hands a peg that you can stick onto, and I'll start that over. He has a peg hole on the side that his swords fit into, like so. And he's done right there where you got him. He doesn't pose that well, especially in the upper body. I'm going to show you why. Whenever you pivot his shoulders, they pivot way up on top of the wing. So, as you can see here, if you go all the way up, his shoulder is nowhere near where his shoulder should even be. It's behind his back. Now, you notice I have already gone ahead and put the big legs on him from whenever he turns into his super mode. What you're going to do is you're going to take the rocket launcher off of Wing Saber, and you're going to connect them to the back of Optimus's heels. Optimus is a lot more back heavy with Wing Saber on them than he is with his trailer. Alright, so that's him with his leg attachments. And they stick back a good inch further back than they would just with Optimus by himself. Starting from the plane mode, first thing you do is flip this back. You're going to leave the legs pretty much alone. You're going to flip his arms up and around to the back. Rotate these little winglets on the bottoms with all his weapons attached. And his chest piece comes out like so. They have this yellow deal on the back of him that slots in right here. And then take his chest piece and bring it down over Optimus's chest. Fits really tight, there's no gaps. This right here can slide open. It doesn't stay open, so usually I just leave it closed. It's not quite as impressive, but it works alright for me. His arms come back down, and they make some shoulder cannons for him. So that looks nice. That's the big reason that I got this. You can rotate this up over his head also. And the Cyber key power, surprise, surprise, is still the same. Wing Saber's swords have the little peg on the side, so Prime does hold them. So there you go. I'm just going to get him into a little bit better pose. Overall, I like this a whole lot better than I like his regular power links with himself. The looks a lot more aggressive. The cannons underneath his arms just look really bulky, and they hinder a lot of posability. He really still does balance very good with all that you add onto his feet. That's him. He's got a very impressive wingspan, and the only thing I wish they would have painted both sides of the swords, because you can see like this, depending on how you're looking at him, you either see the white or the gray. But he is probably one of the best displaying figures from Cybertron, as you see him here. Well, that's my review. If you can get him, definitely get him. He is worth whatever you pay for him. Now, I paid 20 bucks for him. Wing Saber. Prime, I paid full price. I didn't wait until he went on sale or anything. But anyway, there's your review. I hope you enjoyed it.